All right, Anthony on Air Podcast. We're back for another episode. Frankie C is here. What's up?
What's happening?
Jay Sabs is with us to start the show. How's it going, Big Cat?
Meow.
All right.
That was a very little cat.
How about this? We got a new mugshot for Ghislaine Maxwell, and she breaks her silence. She speaks for the first time since she was arrested and convicted. So we'll hear from her on what she has to say. Prediction, you'll be shocked. James Corden gets banned from multiple New York City restaurants for some pretty crummy behavior. We'll get into that. Plus, Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis' nanny is talking. Sudoku. She's talking and gives us a little insight behind their little split, which is pretty devastating. I'm not going to lie. Updates on Tom Brady, Kanye, Trumpy Trumpkins, and we have to review Frank's birthday party, which we were all a part of, and we're able to put out a special little episode on Saturday morning. If you guys caught that in the members only area,
here's the review. You guys loved it, and that's it.
Well, I have some thoughts. I don't know about you, Eugene, but I have some thoughts.
All right.
Oh. Okay.
She's hanging on to your every word.
Sorry.
Ghislaine Maxwell. We have a new mugshot from her in prison. That's on the cover of this episode. If you guys are listening, take a look over at our YouTube channel for that. And we've got her speaking for the first time since she's been arrested and convicted. Super interesting what she said too. So here's what's going on. I don't know how or who or why it was chosen this way, but there's going to be a television special, if you could even call it that anymore, on what is it? Not Peacock, Paramount Plus.
Okay.
So they have the exclusive rights to Ghislaine, and they had a chance to go behind prison bars and interview her. The director of this project is not anybody that we would know. Daphne Barrick.
Oh, Daphne Barrick. No.
Oh yeah.
No idea.
You had me there for a second. Daphne Barrick. So she's got exclusive rights to go back and interview Ghislaine. She did it twice. Once when she was in Brooklyn awaiting trial during her trial. And since she's been moved down to Tallahassee, she interviewed her for a second time. And so over the course of those two interviews, this is some of the things that she had to say. She said she feels, quote, so bad for her dear friend, Prince Andrew. And she's heartbroken over the end of her special friendship with former President Bill Clinton.
Oh boy!
In both instances, can't you almost hear the two of those guys going, "Oh God, don't
mention me, don't mention me." Ah, shit.
Yeah,
that's not good for you there. But one question I have before you keep going is, how often do they do mugshots? Is it like once a year? You got to take a new mugshot?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. We talked about this too. I guess when they moved her to Florida, they were going to take a new shot, and that's what this is.
That makes sense. And they can put you in a new facility.
Yeah, update that driver's license photo for prison, if you will.
Right.
So here's what she said. She said that her friendship with Clinton was, quote, a special friendship which continued over the years. She said, we had lots in common. I feel bad he is another victim only because of his association with Jeffrey. That was, we got that from Daphne, from some excerpts that were published in the Sun. She said, I understand that he, like others, can no longer consider me as a friend. She also discussed Prince Andrew, saying, I accept that this friendship could not survive my conviction. She also said, he is paying such a price for the association with Jeffrey Epstein. I consider him a dear friend. I care about him. I feel so bad for him. Not the victims.
Yeah,
feel
honestly.
bad. Yeah. So she's, again, maintains her innocence 1,000%. and is going about this claiming that just because like she got caught up in a bad friendship with Epstein, much like these other guys, like it ain't their fault just because they kind of hung
happen to
around
know
with this.
him.
Yeah, just because they happen to know this dude, that's a bit of a problem.
Well, yeah. Plus, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the what's it called? The interview will go into more detail, but I
Much
hope they
more.
ask her about like, well, what about the not millions, dozens of times they were at the island and all this stuff and the witnesses and all. I mean, what could she say?
I'm dying to know that. Yeah, like if he got caught up in a bad friendship, why did he hop on that plane 27 times, fly down to Pedo Island?
Yeah. Get your
Also,
own island.
this was a good thing that we got from the interview. Daphne asked her about that photograph of Prince Andrew and Virginia Roberts, the one that she's standing in.
Right.
And she says, and I quote here, "At this time, I no longer believe that to be a true image, and I don't believe that is what it appears to be."
So she's saying that it's photoshopped or something.
She's saying that it's a fake. I don't understand how. She says, quote, "There are over 50 problems with the picture, so I don't believe it's a true picture." She also went on to say that she'd be happy to elaborate as soon as her appeal is over. Of course, we talked about the fact that she's like suing her lawyers, and she's suing one set of lawyers, then the other set of lawyers is not representing her because she hasn't paid her bill.
But she's not. There's no retrial. She's gone, right? It's this. There's no chance of her doing this over again.
No, she's appealing. She's got the appeal going.
I thought there was no chance of that. Okay.
How many times can you actually appeal?
It's a great question. I think once, maybe. I don't think you get a second crack. If you're denied an appeal, or if you get an appeal and then you lose again, you're done. That's it.
Also, I think if there's new evidence, you could reopen the case or some shit. I'm not really sure. Like if there's if these cases where DNA exonerates someone, 20 years later, that's a different story. So it's never. I mean, if something happens and it clears their name, then it's a different case. So, but I don't know about this. I don't know about this one.
She also talked about knowing Donald Trump and said that they knew each other and mingled in the same circles in New York and Palm Beach. And she was very grateful that he wished her well. She said he got bad media for it, but he dared while others didn't. I was honored he remembered me. Well, he is known to say what he thinks. It gave me a big boost, she said.
Oh.
It gave you a big boost, but everybody else was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Goo.
You think he would walk that back? I don't know if anybody's ever asked him about that again. You think he would walk that back if he was asked about it today?
Excuse me.
Yeah, well, I don't really know her. I just said I heard something bad happening to someone, so I wished them well. I don't even know who you're talking about.
I remember
that's what you get.
I remember the press conference that he did that at, and it wasn't about that. It was like it was one of the millions of questions he could have been asked. So not like he had a chance to prepare an answer for it. But anyway, basically Trump, Clinton, Andrew, and then she goes on to talk more about the fact that there was so much malicious press pre-trial that there was no way she could have had a fair trial. That was all part of the whole thing of her,
well, it's going to be even less
not
fair.
So fair shake.
What's going to be different next time?
I don't know.
It's going to be even worse, probably. The more time goes on, the more and more people are going to know about her.
I don't know. I also don't know how one could live with themselves. I'd be curious to get your take on this. Like, I couldn't live with myself if I did bad, horrific things and I got caught, I think I would be relieved. I wouldn't be like,
yeah, me too.
I wouldn't be like trying to perpetuate this thing and
thank God this is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but she's still. I guess she's still maintaining she hasn't been caught. She's probably trying to still, maintain something. But everybody, I mean, how many? There's probably 5 people that believe she's innocent in the world. You know, her, maybe a few members of her family.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's related to all of them, but
Right.
it's never gonna be over for her because
No.
if it's this thing that she beats, somebody else is gonna. It's like what's his name in those kids from Sandy Hook? What's that guy's name?
Oh yeah.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. That's never gonna be over for him. Like it's going to. He's already in like 5 different court cases. Like
Not to mention, he's got to pay almost $1 billion.
Ooh.
Yeah, you saw that last week when we were off.
Holy cow!
He doesn't have that. So what happens?
You just you pay what you can, and it just keeps getting taken away from you as you make it.
Ooh.
I'll be curious to see. I don't think he has $1 billion, but I think he's got a lot more than. There was a while there where he was buzzing along, and let's be honest, he was one of the early podcast adopters. You know, like he was like, you know, he was well established by the time money started pouring into podcasts. He had a big head start.
I don't think he has what what was it? It was like 900 and change million. But if he has anything close to that, that's gone. But something tells me, I don't know. He'll definitely be hurting, but I don't know if he'll be. Is he done? You think he's done?
No, I don't think. He strikes me as the type that'll go until he is dead. He's also a little mentally unstable. I think he's got some issues. He's got some issues there.
He's insane. Watch him for 20 minutes. He yells about nothing. And he gets sweaty and crazy. Like I'm surprised he hasn't had multiple heart attacks on his show.
You just described how I am 5 minutes into spending time with my children. That's exactly
that's understandable.
That's exactly what happens to me. Frank Lakshmi wants you to know your president is a pedo. Just putting that in there for you.
He knows.
Thanks, Lakshmi.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
There's the latest on Ghislaine.
Well, if you're an American, then he's your president too. I just want you to know that. And plus,
I'd like to
not my president.
I'd like to recount those Arizona ballots, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
And where's your proof of that? Thank you.
I
don't see Biden dancing next to Epstein. So
I have a stuffy nose, and I saw Frank on Friday. Move on.
I don't know when exactly. It's coming out soon, but whenever this hits the Paramount Plus, which coincidentally I just canceled, by the way, and I was so excited for canceling Paramount Plus and Apple TV that I haven't watched in months. And I'm forking over $4.99 a month. And the other day I said to my wife, I'm like,
"Oh, not $4.99 a month.
$4.99 a month. Do you know how much?" Well, I'm also into a lot of porn sites, Gene. I could allocate that money better. But I was so proud of myself for canceling that because I'm like, I don't need to watch anything on there anymore. Those shows, when the shows I like on those platforms come back, I'll go back on it. And now I'm gonna have to fucking go back.
Well, look at all of a sudden Peacock comes out with like 3 things in a row that I want to watch. And I'm like, I gotta pay for Peacock. One of them is the new Halloween movie.
I know.
I want to watch that, and it's only on Peacock or in the theaters. And then there's like 2 other things. I can't think of what the hell they are. The new Jurassic Park movie is on that.
If I liked you, I would give you my username and password.
You don't like me?
Just kidding. You know I like you. But they are running a deal right now, $1.99 for a year per month.
For what?
Peacock.
For Peacock. All right, maybe I got to do that.
You know how I know? Because my mother was so excited that she set it up by herself.
Hey, that's a big accomplishment.
That's a big step for anybody over 50. That's a big step. That's
a big deal for Andy Senior. Good for her.
No offense. Yeah.
Wait, it's $1.99 for the whole year, or $1.99 a month for the whole year?
$1.99 a month.
Okay.
A month.
I was just gonna say the streaming service that locks you in for a year is the smart one.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
people saying the new Halloween sucks. I know. I heard some reviews, but I gotta watch it. No spoilers, but I do have to watch it, even if it sucks.
I got news for you. Jamie Lee Curtis wins in the end. She kills him again.
I don't know.
She kills him for the 7th time.
I want to watch it.
That's what happened. That's a big spoiler. That's exactly what happens.
Have you seen it?
I don't need to see it.
He doesn't.
Maybe he gets away.
Anthony has not watched anything in a long time. You know how I know? Because anytime I've said, "Hey, you see this? You see that?" He's like, "No, I'm sorry, I'm too busy watching Joe Rogan podcast and also porn, and also that guy, that guy. What's his face?
What the hell is
Dave
that?
Matthews.
Dave Matthews concerts on YouTube.
Those are great concerts on YouTube. No, I watched Dahmer.
I can't get through it.
Okay, so what did you think?
I jumped ship.
I think it was great. It was because of my wife. My wife made me watch Dahmer, and at the end, I was happy. Made me want to party hardy. Nothing weird, just gay stuff.
Okay, so I had to go look up what Jeffrey Dahmer really looked like. Right? I mean,
it's pretty close. Pretty close.
Right, and I've seen him, but I'm like, And you know what? He ain't bad looking. Either one of them.
Well, a lot of the serial killers, like what's his name? What's the other guy?
Charles Manson?
No, the one that everybody says was so good looking, but he's nuts. The one.
Ooh, tell me.
The one that the young star just played in a Netflix thing.
Yeah, what the heck?
He was in Baywatch. What's his name? Live chat's gonna beat us to it. I just know it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Who was the kid? He was on High School Musical and he was in Baywatch.
Hot serial killers.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron played him, right?
Got it.
Everybody, that was his thing. Ted Bundy, right? He would be like this good-looking guy who would go after women, and then that was it. I mean, that was his thing. Everybody thought, oh, this good-looking guy, I could trust him, and
he could get it.
Yeah, everybody trusted him. Yeah, everybody in the chat, Bundy.
Wait, Bundy or Efron?
Yeah, who could get it? Bundy or Efron?
Before his plastic surgery.
Got it.
Did he get plastic surgery? I don't know.
He's saying something happened, but he definitely got it. He does not look good with it.
What did he get? Like his nose?
Nose, cheeks, fillers. Like, you're Zac Efron. Do you really need it? No.
He's got to be more Zac Efron.
Exactly.
I don't know what that means.
Back to Dahmer. Both of them, the fake one and the real one, could both definitely get it.
Is that right? Frank, I just texted you something.
Great.
That's so but he looks so fat and sweaty in real life, like the real life Jeffrey Dahmer.
Say that again.
He looks so fat and sweaty in real life, like the real life Jeffrey Dahmer. That shot of him like, in the prison, not while he was killing, in the prison. He got a little like fat and like dumpy looking.
Well, did you ever see they did an interview? I watched this. I guess it's on YouTube. They interviewed Jeffrey Dahmer like just before he.
It's on Netflix.
All right, it's on Netflix.
They have like all the real Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah.
No. But they actually, I don't know who it is. Big interviewer sits down with him, and it's video. They're talking to Jeffrey Dahmer. I think his father is there with them. And they're like, well, what? And they ask him about everything, and he says everything that he did, and he just gets it all out. And it's like a little while before he was executed.
He wasn't executed. Oh, we mean he was killed.
Oh, killed.
Yeah, he wasn't executed.
Right, he didn't get to that point.
Party, take some pictures, some brewskis.
Yikes!
All I do is to walk around the house, talk like Jeffrey Dahmer to my wife.
That's a little disturbing.
That's how my fucking roommate talks. I'm like, oh, look, it's you. I'm like, could you be a little bit hotter and maybe, poison me and put something in my Coke?
If your husband tried to kill you, like if he got crazy one night and like just let's play this scenario in your head. It's a typical Saturday night. You're riding his ass. You're a loser. I hate you. Why'd you
I don't say those things.
No, typical night, right? And he finally loses his shit. He takes a knife and he throws it across the room, and it just misses your jugular, and it hits the wall, and it sticks in the wall, and there it is, like bouncing like a cartoon. Is that the hottest he can possibly? Is that the biggest thing he could do to turn you on?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh
That's what I
boy.
thought.
See, now he's gonna try that. If he watched this show, I'd be worried for you.
Right. If he watched the show. If.
Because then he'd try it and things would go wrong. I know his aim's probably not going to be that good with that.
No.
And it's not going to be great. It's not going to turn out good.
Here's the thing, Frank. Women are broken. Like, for instance, I went to the gym. I was working
Send your
out.
hate mail this way, people.
I was listen
Ladies.
to me. I was doing
Okay.
all this stuff.
Now you know
Right.
how that's how you know you're lying, because you said you went to the gym and you were working out. Go ahead.
Well, no, I went.
No, he
like
went to a
twice.
guy's house whose name was Jim.
I went twice. Anyway, I'm wearing tight shirts. I'm doing my best. Right, do my hair, trying to get all sexy for my wife. Nothing. Today, I fixed the toilet bowl. We had a problem with the toilet bowl. I fixed that. She's like, "You look really good today," and I'm just like, "It doesn't.
Ew.
None of it adds up. None of it adds up." She's like, "The fact that I fixed the toilet bowl, she found that erotic."
Well, you're the you know, what's that called? You're the caretaker. You're taking care of her. That's sexy to a lot of women.
That's what I'm saying. They're broken. They're all broken. Anyway,
But you should say toilet, and that just takes me right out of it.
Right.
yeah,
I fixed the toilet. Ew, get away from me.
and it was well, what are you gonna do? I don't have opportunity to fix many things. All right, so that's Ghislaine. That's it there. We'll find out when this thing is coming out on CBS/Paramount Plus. So I don't know if it's gonna hit regular TV or not, but if it does, we'll let you know for sure. Speaking of CBS, so James Corden got banned by New York City restaurateur. They're kind of calling this guy a influencer now because he's been doing a lot of stuff on Instagram. Keith McNally, who's 71. He's 71, so he's kind of like over. Yeah, he's kind of just like talking shit about everybody.
Hey, good for him.
And putting some stuff out there. But he said that he describes James Corden, and he says he's banned from coming to any of his restaurants. You know, he's got a whole bunch, Baltazar, and there's just a ton. Cafe Luxembourg, all of them. So here's what he said. He pointed to two instances, and he said he's a hugely gifted comedian, but he's a tiny cretin of a man.
Wow.
Is how he described him.
Holy shit.
Not mincing words there.
Yeah. Do you want to hear the two instances he put on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay. So he said, okay, let me see where this is here.
I wonder how that conversation goes after these incidents. Is it like, you're banned, or is it like they get a letter in the mail, or is it like, you're ceasing like a legal thing, like you could no longer come to the establishment, or is it just a phone call, like, yeah, we can no longer have you?
I think in this particular instance, he found out on Instagram. I think that's how he found out today on Instagram. So he said after eating his main course, Corden showed up. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I started in the middle here. James Corden, hugely gifted man. That's abusive. He said that here's the two examples. He claimed that Corden demanded freebies and threatened Baltazar with a bad review after finding a hair in his food back in June. After eating his main course, he ate the whole thing. Corden showed the hair to Baltazar manager G, who was very apologetic. Corden was extremely nasty to G and said, "Get us another round of drinks this second, and also take care of all of our drinks so far. This way, I don't write any nasty reviews on Yelp or anything like that."
He ate the whole meal, saved the hair on the side,
and then showed him the hair. And then now, I'm sorry, but for a common person to act like this, okay, you have more money than God. You need fucking a free round of drinks.
Honestly, what the hell are you you need freebies, you need this and that. There's a hair, if there's a hair in my food, I'm sorry, there's a hair, they bring you another one. It's
no.
You don't
Some
make a
people.
huge...
My husband, I'm sorry, my roommate would not be happy with that at all.
Oh, nobody's happy with a hair in their food, but
I don't know if I believe this about him, because he doesn't seem like this at all.
Let me finish, because the second one's even more ridiculous.
Go ahead.
In another incident that happened on October 9th, McNally claimed that the comedian lashed out at his staff after his wife's eggs were not prepared to her liking during brunch.
Not the eggs.
Mr. Corden's wife ordered an egg yolk omelet. Have you ever heard of an egg yolk omelet before in your life?
No, that's ridiculous.
Egg white omelet, maybe. Omelet,
Yeah.
yes. An egg yolk omelet. A few minutes after they received the food, James called the server, MK, and told her there was a little bit of egg white mixed in with the egg yolk.
Oh God.
MK informed the floor manager, G. The kitchen remade the dish, but unfortunately sent it with home fries this time instead of the salad she originally ordered it with. Now, I ask you, who orders an omelet with a salad?
With a salad. Who orders an egg yolk omelet? First of all, I've never heard of this in my life. I've heard the whole thing of getting the two parts separate is because the yolk is somehow is less
thing
healthy
is-
than the whites.
Hang on, I'm not done.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Then James Corden, when the fries came, James Corden began yelling like crazy to the server. "You can't do your job," he exclaimed. "You can't do your job. Maybe I should go in the kitchen and cook the omelet myself." McNally said that the server was very apologetic and brought the manager over, who returned the dish and gave Corden and his wife Julia complimentary champagne. The comedian was so nasty to the server for the remainder of the brunch, so much so that she was shaken for the rest of her shift.
Man, that is insane. That is the act of an insane person to yell at a waitstaff in general. Unless the waitstaff calls your wife a whore, there's no reason to yell at the waitstaff.
Oh, I like that. Keep going.
Okay.
So McNally told Page Six when they asked him about this that he was reluctant to publicly blast Corden, but did so out of the loyalty to restaurant servers everywhere. I'm sure his staff appreciated the hell out of this.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I
I can't imagine someone behaving like that. Even like you
could.
go to any restaurant, you don't see people standing up and acting like a crazy person.
Oh God.
Let alone a famous person just jumps up in the middle of a restaurant and starts yelling. That's insane.
Well, okay. Some people are very particular about their food,
Okay,
and
get over it.
you haven't seen people ever yelling. I mean, you really don't usually, right?
I don't. I can't.
I see it more on TikTok than in person. Like people like getting crazy over food.
I've never seen someone get crazy in a restaurant. I don't think I have. If I
well,
have, I don't remember.
story
it.
time.
Oh boy, you know someone who.
No, I used to work with someone who would go absolutely insane if their food was not exactly the way that they wanted it.
Well,
Okay,
that
me
person
too.
is psychotic.
You just shook this. You just shook a memory, and Frank, you know this person. I'll tell you afterwards. I'm not going to say it publicly.
Oh, I remember exactly what you're talking about. Now you got the memory. You're right. You shook it right out of my head. I remember.
Somebody I was working with for years and years that I refused to eat with them after one time how I saw them treat the wait staff. I was like beside myself. I was so fucking embarrassed.
Oh.
And not to sound like an asshole, but you know, coming from the radio and being known out here, my little circle, the little corner of the world, people knew me with the person, and it made it even worse.
Oh.
You know, because then it was like, oh, those guys from that thing, you know, it was super embarrassing.
It's unbelievable. I could never. If someone in my party did that, I mean, I can't imagine someone going out with someone who would do that. Number one, but if someone did, how do you not say something?
You know, I was so shocked.
Yeah, no, believe me, I.
In that instance of fight or flight, I couldn't even answer. I was frozen. I couldn't even.
Ooh,
I couldn't even.
Tell me.
It was well, actually, there's two. I was talking about something else. I think what Frank thought I was talking about, it was somebody else entirely. Are you talking about the mushrooms thing, Frank?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's okay. That was a different thing entirely.
Okay.
But I was also mortified with that. And that was, we went to this place, bar, right? All right, it was Hooters. Okay, fuck you. Go to Hooters, and somebody that we know orders whatever he ordered, and he said, "No mushrooms, please." And then the thing comes, and again, you're not at fucking you know, you're not at a 4-star restaurant. You're fucking Hooters. You know, they're gonna get your shit wrong. And the thing comes, and the guy goes, "Excuse me," all polite. And the waitress comes over, and he goes, "There's mushrooms all over this thing," and like said it with such a fucking attitude.
Do I know
disdain
the person?
Yeah, you know him.
Such disdain and like hatred in his voice. I was like,
Oh,
come on,
give me a clue.
He was
We'll
more
tell you
my
later.
friend than Frank's friend, and he doesn't run in our circle anymore. I don't think he
we'll tell
meant
you
it.
later.
I don't think he meant it mean or malicious. But it just came out because then
came
when
out
we
like a
said to him like, "Hey, that was a little much," he was kind of like, "What? No, it wasn't." Like he didn't think he did anything wrong.
Yeah, it was very weird. It was
But
it was very uncomfortable, is what it was. We were all like, it's weird. It's okay to ask for a correct order, but you know you got to make
In a certain way.
You got to be polite about it. You got to be, you know, I'm sorry. You know, I asked for no mushrooms. I can't have this. Would you be able to do this again? Something like that.
Yeah,
Not there's mushrooms all over this.
It's like all over this. I was like, oh my God. But that wasn't even the worst thing. The worst thing was this guy, you know, I was with at a work thing, and that was super embarrassing because they knew who we were. We were close, you know, we were close to the job. Ain't a big place, you know, out here in the Hamptons. Everybody fucking knows each other. That was fucking more. You could ask my wife. I always tipped well. If somebody recognized me in a restaurant, they easily got $25 more on a fucking tip because I could not
Never
be
give me $25 more. I recognize you.
Right.
I couldn't be the asshole to be like, he fucking tipped shit. And there could have been a fucking toenail in my food, and I'd have been like, that was delicious. Thanks so much. I'm just gonna go eat somewhere else.
I mean, people in the chat are saying that people go crazy about their food. Yeah, I get that people are you're looking forward to a meal, you get what you want, and you want it to be this exact thing that you wanted. But to flip out on someone, to like yell and behave like a child it doesn't make sense to me. Like I would never yell at someone because first of all, there's like it has to pass through like 3 or 4 people before it gets to you. So it's not even like if you yell at the waiter or the waitress, chances are they had nothing to do with the problem. You know,
Agreed. I agree with that. It's
Did they
okay to
write it
get
down
upset.
wrong?
It's
Great,
okay to
but-
be pissed that you got a hair in your food.
Absolutely.
I think that's fine. But I think if you're what I'm saying is if you're a celebrity, you have zero. Your reaction has to be, "I'm so sorry.
No.
There's a hair in this."
No.
Yeah, can you maybe change this out for another plate?
There's people who think that if you mess up their food, it's like killing their best friend.
It's
I'm not kidding.
unbelievable.
I agree. I know that. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think you're wrong.
I
don't get
But
that.
when you're
Just be a human being. These
what
people
I'm
don't
saying,
they're not doing it on purpose.
What I'm saying is when you're a celebrity, you forfeit that right to react to that like a normal person would. That's just my opinion.
could. You're just gonna get raked over the coals for it.
Yeah, because even if you're nice, somebody can be like, "That guy's such a dick."
Yeah.
And then it starts to go around that you're an asshole to people.
Yeah. Then that story follows you around, and I heard he's a nice guy, but then did you hear about this? And it's like, oh, all right.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy. You want to be the guy that's like, "Oh, he came in here and had a $200 check and left a $500 tip." That's the guy you want to be.
right.
That's the guy you want. That's the celebrity you want to fucking be.
Yeah, you want to be Shaquille O'Neal. He's always good to everybody.
Right. You don't want to be the other person. But I'm dying to hear your story, Gene. You started telling it, and then we got caught up on.
It's not just one time that it happened. It happened a lot of times. He was very, very anal about his food. And there used to be this one, I'm already getting annoyed thinking about it. There was this one pizzeria / restaurant near us that he always used to get the same salad. And more than once, there was raspberries in the salad, and more than once, a few of them were not good.
Mm-hmm.
He would take the whole, "Get in here," and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "These raspberries." Take the whole salad and just dump it in the garbage.
Oh, someone doesn't get lunch today. I turn around and walk out.
Imagine I said that. He would be so
That would have been
pissed.
great. You would have been
Oh,
my hero.
I would have to go back and get a new one. But one time he made me call them and he stood next to me while he made me tell them that they better get a new raspberry supplier.
What is wrong
What
with
is-
people? I mean, honestly.
What? I'd be like, no, here, you got to tell him that. I'm not telling him that.
Can
I'm
I
not an
ask you
idiot.
this? I bet you this guy constantly ordered this dish, even though he knew this place
Yes.
couldn't deliver on quality.
Yes.
Yeah. See that you're an asshole. You're
That guy's an
just an asshole. Like I can't tell you. There's like delis and pizza places all around where I live. I know, like you know what? That place just isn't good at it. When I want a turkey club, I'm not going there because
Right.
they just can't fucking do it right. They just
Right.
don't
You
get
go-
the business. That's all.
Right. That's it. You just stop getting that thing there. That's
To
it.
be like, oh, I'm going to order it from there because they better get it right. You're a delusional asshole.
And so we would go to like a lot of like lunches and dinners, and I don't want to say regret it, but like I would be like very timid about it because I knew that if something went wrong, it would be a problem.
Because this guy's like just going to fly off the handle if one thing's off.
Or be very, very condescending.
Yeah, and that's the worst feeling in the world when you like going out and you just you can't enjoy yourself. Like
Yeah.
know you're not
Right.
headed for a good time.
Right.
I hate that. Danny's saying people are going to spit in his food. Here's Vanessa. My ex used to be a head chef. If someone is lousy, I won't say what they do to the steak. That's the, like,
Ooh, I
does
want to know
he-
what to do to the steak.
Oh,
Does he
that
not-
scares the hell out of me.
right? Like, does he not? Because that's like, first of all, you want to be nice just to be nice. Second of all, these are the people that are handling your food.
Exactly.
Why would you be nasty to them? It's so stupid.
It ain't worth it. Just thank you very much. Appreciate it. Kiss that's it. And once you get your food, you eat, get
That's
the hell
it.
out of there. That's
Yeah.
it. I'm sorry, but again, you're right. They're handling your food. No, they're not supposed to. They're supposed to do the right thing and not spit in it. But you don't know. You don't know what's coming out.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I had an instant. This happened like years ago, but I was in the Starbucks parking lot
Mm-hmm.
and there was a girl who got mad at me behind me because I stopped to let someone either walk by or just drive across because it's kind of an annoying parking lot. And she got so mad and she went on her horn so loud. So I turned around in the mirror. I was like, what? Like, what do you want me to do? And she got so annoyed. She goes into Starbucks, right? And I could see her. She was annoyed at me. I'm on the drive-through line. She fucking made my drink.
Didn't
She
hear it.
worked there. She worked there.
She worked at the Starbucks.
And she made my drink and she handed
boy.
it over to me with a huge smile. And I did not
Yep,
drink
just
that.
Yeah, you
dump
can't drink.
right
you can't
out.
drink that.
No,
You
can't.
know that's what she did.
Yeah,
that's like that
can't drink
Seinfeld episode where the chef was following around George, and he made his drink, and everybody else got sick, or he made his pie or something, and
Yeah.
everybody else got sick. Yeah, no good. That's a
Would
no.
you definitely think that she spat in it, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
at the
Or
minimum.
something. Because I still think about that coffee that I really wanted that day and I couldn't have because I thought she might have done something.
Yeah,
She
that's
probably gave it the old stink finger.
yeah.
Probably stuck
That's-
her finger in her crack hole and then stirred up your drink with it.
You might as well just took a $5 bill and threw it right in the garbage. That's what that was.
Basically.
No good.
But yeah, you don't
So-
say stuff to people who are handling your food. Come on.
I mean, anybody in the service industry, even if like it's someone selling you clothing or something, why do you,
Yeah.
they're not trying to be, unless they're real assholes and they're being,
Right.
if they can't help you with something, they can't help you. If something's not there, I want to see the manager. It's like, well, all right.
I'm
But
getting angry over the fact that Janine had to deal with this person. It really, because it drives me crazy when you know better and you're still going to the same place. Like that is a special type of egotistical asshole.
Yep.
yeah,
To just assume, and then to be like, call up. And here's the worst part about it, that he made you call to handle the
yeah,
issue.
that's some bullshit. That guy has no balls.
Yeah.
and he's
Oh
a
no,
piece of crap.
he would have he did call another time too to that place. But he
About the
made me do it again.
raspberries? Was it a problem with the raspberries?
It was the raspberries again. But I just
Okay.
remember there's another place, like you said, there was another place who wasn't really consistent with their food. Like sometimes they would forget things, it's at the end of the day, is it really a big deal? No. It's
No.
not the end of the world. If anything, I had no problem going there and picking up whatever. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like, well, I'm not going back there. No.
I can't
So,
imagine getting that angry over
oh
over
yeah,
food.
we ordered. It was like a group meal, probably 14 different orders, and either this they put dressing in the salad, which you didn't want, or they forgot the grilled chicken. And this could have been two different instances. I don't know. He got so mad. I definitely remember. He he took the salad and he took it in his hand like a baseball and just hurled it into his garbage can. Got up, slammed his door, slammed the other door, and went outside.
What a fucking child. I'm sorry, but that's a child move. You're not a grown man if you do that. Sorry.
Well, all I remember is when he did that, I said out loud to everyone, "Well, guess that salad wasn't good."
Did that kill?
Yeah, everybody laughed because everybody would be like,
That'll
"Oh,
that'll crack the awkward tension.
yeah." So I went outside and I said, "Listen, what was wrong with it? You have to make sure that they get it right. I don't work there. It's physically impossible for me to make sure that they get it right. I
Did you
always
dry his eyes? Did you talk him down? Oh,
right.
it'll be better next time. It's okay. It's like, what do you
I
grow
I
the hell up? If this is your big
right,
problem, then you count yourself lucky. If that's all you have to worry about in your day is, I hope my
right.
lunch is right today, then you're doing fine.
And guess what? It was delivered and I put the order in. I double checked it like I always do. I have no problem doing that. I even said, I'll drive there now and get you a new one. No, forget it. It's ruined.
I'm taking my bally and I'm going home. What a
That's
child.
so
And this
fucking
guy was the
awkward.
boss. This guy was ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
I went to a
That's
restaurant once with someone above, it was me, a few other people, and it was a guy at the table who was above. He was like the head of the department, and he was out with us. We were at lunch, and he ordered a burger. A burger came, and something was wrong with it. So we called the waitress over. He's like, "Listen, I'm gonna make this very simple for you. First of all, right?" And he goes, "All I want is bun, burger, cheese, bun. That's it." We were all like sitting there like, what the fuck? Because there was like lettuce, tomatoes on it or something.
oh my god, the horror.
Yeah, I'm like, we were all just like, what the hell? This person has, just take it. It was the most uncomfortable. We were like mortified. How do you talk to someone like that?
Especially when you're the highest ranking like in that work dynamic, when you're the leader, you've got to be like a good example for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, have a little class, a little, so be a person.
I got to
about
be
it.
honest with you though, when I had that bad experience with the guy that I worked with, I never ever again accepted an invitation to go to eat with him.
What did he do? I want to know.
He was just so nasty. He was so nasty and curt to the waitress.
Ugh.
And I hated it. And then also we got an appetizer and he immediately just stuck his fork in and just started like eating with his fork out of the shared thing. And I was like, this is over. This is fucking over. And I never did. I mean, we were at stuff where we were eating, but if he was like, hey, you want to go eat? Or nope, never again.
See you later.
Never again.
There's a certain etiquette and you failed every single test.
Yes.
That's no good.
And by the way, that stood that embargo from me stood for 12 and a half to 13 years.
Good for you.
That'll give everybody a little hint of who it was.
I think I know who that is.
But yeah, James Corden's. I'm just surprised that this is such like a I don't know.
So do we know when this happened? Was this years ago or is this a recent thing?
Well, he said October 9th was one. I don't know when the other one was, but he basically put this out on Instagram this afternoon.
Yeah, I saw it. I really do hope that it's not true because I can't imagine him being like this.
I could see
In my head, he's a nice guy.
I could see, like everything I've seen him in. He's like on a show or in movies. Seems like a nice guy, but I could see him flipping on a dime.
Fake.
Really?
I think he's a huge, big, fat fake.
Really?
I could see him flipping.
You guys have no faith in anyone.
Also, who marries a woman? You're the highlight reel we put out recently. Did we even put it out? I don't even know. Where you go, I have no hope in people. I fucking saw it 17 times, and I'm still laughing over it.
It's another T-shirt.
It really is a T-shirt. But no, I just think if you marry a woman that orders an egg yolk omelet with a salad, like what delusional psycho? That's a Jeffrey Dahmer order. Like you have to be a real twisted son of a bitch to be like, I know what will work.
Yolks. I just want the yolks. Like well, they're making so many egg white omelets. You think maybe they saved some of the yolks.
But
you know what? Give me those yolks.
That's the thing. You've got to be a huge fucking douchebag. I mean, huge. Yeah. Okay. I went to. I don't know if I've told this story before, but I'm at CBS, right, in the city. Who's the guy from The Godfather? He just died. He was in Godfather 2, Frank. He
just died. Was it what's his name?
No, he played not James Caan. He was God damn it, I'm losing my mind. He went Michael Corleone Says Hello. He goes to kill Frank Pantangeli. It was his first role.
Oh, I don't remember.
And then he was in every other subsequent
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dahmer. I don't remember. Let me see.
I gotta look this up now. God damn it. Anyway, his name will come to me. So I go to this thing because he's in a movie and like for whatever reason, like nobody's like showing up to this like press junket that they're doing. So they send me and one of the other guys out. Danny Aiello.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so Danny Aiello. Now Danny Aiello's son is in a lot of movies. He's like a Rick Aiello is his name.
Okay.
He's in The Sopranos. He kills one of the main characters at the end of The Sopranos. So anyway, so we go to this thing. Super nice. Now the name of the movie, you can look it up. It's called Brooklyn Lobster. So we go to this restaurant in Jersey for this press junket. We're there, but all the other kind of like 1010 Wins, some of the other outlets are there. And it's all very laid back. It's like a lunch. And so they all bring out like lobsters and like all like every caviar, like you fucking name it. Like all this nice food. Rick Aiello, Danny Aiello's kid, orders, I forget what it was. It was something crazy like tuna on toast. And then he's like, do you know that we were in, where the fuck were we? Hoboken? And he's like, you know, those orange, somebody made like an orange sorbet thing. Like they served in an orange and it was like orange ice cream sorbet in the orange in like Newark. And he's like, you know that place? And he's talking to the waiter. And the guy goes, yeah. He goes, do you guys have any of that? And the waiter's like, no. He's like, you think you can get some for me?
Oh, God.
Sure enough, 45 minutes later, they fucking brought over this thing for Danny Aiello's kid just so he could fucking have the orange. Like, but he like lobster, caviar. Like, they're putting out all this amazing shit. And this guy's like, give me a tuna on toast. Yeah. What kind of a fucking crazy... I remember looking at him going, and this was whenever Brooklyn Lobster came out, somebody could look it up. It had to be 2004, 2005. So well before, you know, The Sopranos or this guy Rick was really getting any roles. I'm just like, you had to be that douchebag that's like, oh, look at me.
Get me this. Yeah.
You know what's weird though? We're talking about all these, but all these people are like above us in the,
Yeah.
maybe you have to be a dick to get higher up in the
Frank,
professional
that's
world.
exactly what you do.
But you
You have
want to
to
know
be a
what's
dick.
you want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
Like not too far after that happened to me, I'm watching Entourage, right? Which is obviously a TV show, but it's based on Hollywood, and they're talking about Johnny Drama, who's the movie star's older brother, who everybody forgets, how he goes and orders all this weird shit whenever he's at a restaurant, so people will remember him. Like that was like his move.
Maybe see, it works. You're talking about. Would you have given Rick Aiello another thought
No,
if
never.
he didn't do this? So there you go.
But I just remember sitting there going, "What a dickhead! Look at this douchebag."
Maybe he did it for your benefit, so you would be talking about him for years to come.
Right.
Here we are,
He's like,
18 years later, and
right.
I'm still, it fucking sticks in my head.
Who the fuck's talking about Rick Aiello?
And I
Anthony on
remember
air.
when he showed up on The Sopranos, I was at Leonardo DiCaprio meme. I was like, "Oh, that's the guy." I'm like, "There's Orange Creamsicle guy."
Oh boy, yeah, you got to be. That's the people that get noticed. You make a stink, and people remember you. I mean, I guess that is a case where there's no such thing as bad press. I guess because people keep your name. I mean, I guess not if you're already established though. If you're James Corden, then you stop being a dick.
So I forget where we fall on this. I think he's a fake. Where were you, Frank? On
Yeah,
Corden?
I think I could see him flipping on the dime.
And Janine, you think he's a sweetheart?
Yeah, I do.
He's also English. They're not nice people.
You think he's still pissed about being in Cats, the movie?
Oh, that was awful.
I mean, I haven't seen it, but I don't think anybody has. Has
I
anybody
can't
seen
believe-
Cats?
How could it
Anybody
be
like
good?
it?
I also
not-
can't believe he's walking away from that late show. Never in the history of entertainment have we seen so many people just go, I don't want to do this late show anymore.
Right.
Well,
Like people
many
used
late
to
shows have there
murder
been?
each other for late night show opportunities, and now people are just like, I'm gonna leave
yeah,
it.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
I've been doing this 7 years. I'm out. It's like, all
Fucking
right.
crazy. Jason Sudeikis and Olivia Wilde. I kind of got a little emotional here. Broke my heart a little bit reading some of these things. Did you?
Why?
No, what happened?
So now I'll say this too. Their nanny, who spoke under anonymity, said all this shit, and already Sudeikis and Olivia Wilde have been like, "That's bullshit. That didn't happen."
Okay.
So take this for what it's worth. But basically, this nanny did an interview with the Daily Mail and said a bunch of different things. She said that he discovered their relationship. Jason Sudeikis discovered that Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles were together off of an Apple Watch.
Ooh.
That she forgot her Apple Watch, left it
Ooh.
behind, and it was like buzzing going off, and he picks it up and he sees a bunch of flirty texts between.
Well, were they still together?
Yeah.
How
She
bad?
Ooh.
She went off to direct that movie that Harry Styles is in. Remember the alleged
Yes.
Spitgate?
Right.
Which, by the way, I watched that. That came up again on my feed. And this time around, I'm like, oh my God, I think he spit. Like, I saw it so much clearer now than the first time I saw it.
The only thing missing is being able to see the spit. The motions are all there. The reaction, everything looks like he spit on him.
It's a weird moment. But anyway, so she went off to direct that, which Harry Styles is in that movie, and he starts seeing these texts back and forth on her Apple Watch.
That's terrible. And this is at the point they were still together. They were, and
yeah.
She was,
so then the nanny said that she had the weekend off, and she came back, and that Jason was crying a lot and like crying nonstop, and she didn't know what happened. Then she got the kids ready, and then Jason came upstairs. He was having some coffee. He was crying, and he was a mess. And he was just kind of like muttering to himself, "She left us. She left us."
Let me ask you a
Not
question.
wow.
Heartbreaking. Yeah.
How much, as a man, would you want to kill yourself if you see texts from Harry Styles to your wife? Go.
A lot.
Okay.
I don't want to kill myself, but I'd be pretty fucking pissed.
A lot, both if I was me and or Jason Sudeikis. Like if I'm putting myself in his shoes or staying in mine, I just want to kill myself.
It'd be really fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a weird thing about losing your girl to him in particular. And this
You
is
know you
based off
can't
of several
compete.
reasons. One is because he wears a dress. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's a tough pill to swallow.
Mhm.
It's just I'm happy he's living his life and being who he is. But when you're like the man and the earner and you're like
The
the
toilet
fucking
fixer.
and you're like the toilet fixer and then you're like he fucking wears a dress. Same time, which is a total contradiction of my last statement 2 seconds ago. He's so fucking talented that you're like, shit. Is he just more talented than I am? Like, is he just?
Well, that's not even a question. Of course he is.
Well, if we're
Right.
in my shoes, yes. If we're in Jason Sudeikis' shoes, I mean, Jason Sudeikis is all right, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean,
He's cute.
Sudeikis can act, and it's funny. Harry Styles can act. He could also sing, and I don't know. I think can he dance? He could probably dance.
Harry Styles, can he dance? Oh yeah. Have you
So
seen
there
him?
you go.
That
No.
motherfucker can dance.
I haven't seen him dance, but I've heard his songs. He's a singer. I've
You know
never
what's
seen
weird
him
too?
dance.
You know what came up on my TikTok the other day? His audition on something America's Next Top Model Talent, whatever the fuck that he got discovered on with Simon, the nasty prick from.
Oh yeah.
America's
Okay.
Got Talent.
Yeah, so now I watched this. Okay, I get it. He's a cute kid, like that he had the hair going and everything. But he got on that show, and he goes, I wanted to try out because I wanted to see if I'm good. And Simon's like, "Well, are you good?" And he was like, "I don't know. That's why I came here. Like I'm here. You're supposed to tell me." Like he gave him like a little attitude, which I think Simon appreciated the attitude back. Which again, insanely like if I see that kid, I go, "Wow."
Right.
This kid's got something. And then he actually sings and it's dog shit. It's horrible. Like he's a good singer now, but at 14 or whatever he was, it was awful.
So it was a bad audition, and he made it through.
Not only did he make it through, but I don't know this 100%, but didn't Simon build the group that he started in, like around
that I
him?
don't know.
What was the group that he was in?
Is it One Direction or
The new Backstreet Boys, I call them. I don't know.
I don't know.
One Direction? Or
It was One
You were right.
Direction.
You were right, Frank. And I like how you pretend like you didn't know, like you don't have a fucking
My walls are all One Direction posters.
yeah. But
I
I'll
don't
credit that prick Simon Cowell. He saw because he was
I saw
right.
something.
He saw something at the time. That kid was dog shit. Now you look at him and you go, "This." I think I said, I'm on the record. He's the new David Bowie.
Oh yeah. I said that too. Okay, bitch. Because he dances like him and he looks like him and he dresses like him.
bitch.
So
And he's got like the dancey thing and the
Yeah.
rock thing and the smooth R&B thing. He kind of like bounces around a bunch of different genres on his tracks. Supposedly, Sudeikis banned the staff from listening to Harry Styles' music. I get that. You can't fault him for that.
Yeah, but isn't that a little like I don't know. I don't want to say petty, but like you're admitting defeat, kind of a thing. Like he's won, it's over.
Yeah, I know, but still, you don't want to like she's folding the laundry and she's fucking blasting Watermelon Sugar High, and that's not what you want to hear.
Kind of true,
Or-
I guess.
you think she's folding laundry and that song's on and you bust in the bedroom and she's baiting to it.
Flicking bean.
Yep.
Good lord.
DJing. Wicka wicka.
I'd be like, first of all, get off my bed.
So Olivia Wilde is on the record saying that the breakup was amicable, but according to this nanny, he was so brokenhearted at one point that he tried to stop Olivia Wilde from leaving to go see Harry Styles one day by throwing himself in front of her car.
Yeah, I would do that. And yeah, I could see him doing that too.
Wait, what did he do? He's tried to stop her from leaving what?
He tried to stop her. She was going to go see Harry Styles, and he tried to stop her by throwing himself in front of her car.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and while they were together?
Why not?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Now, I wouldn't, again, they've all come out and slammed this because I don't think anybody wants to make anybody look bad here, but I kind of believe it when you think about, and we talked about this not too long ago, when he served her with divorce papers literally during an on-stage appearance where she was giving a talk. Do you remember that?
I remember that, but he said that he didn't mean for that to happen.
Sure.
The agent, well, the agency or whoever delivers those papers decide when to do it or where to do it. They just have to get her in a place. It's not up to him, basically, is what that means.
It's a good alibi to have, but on the other hand, he could be like, "This bitch is gonna be here on this day. I want you to deliver it to her on stage. I'm gonna buy your ticket into this thing. You get up there, fucking hand it to her."
Yeah, it is a shitty agency if that's what they did it.
Well, it's hard to find these people, you know. But when you're in the public eye, it's easy when you got a fucking tour schedule, you know.
I hear you.
Jumpstart Coffee Company.
Woo.
I'm drinking some right now. My second cup of I actually did the hot. I did a hot in the afternoon and then iced to get me through the show here. It was very nice. By the way, I broke into the new medium dark roast.
How'd that go?
It is a revelation, I will say.
Ooh.
Can't go wrong with Jumpstart, baby.
It's exactly what it says it is. There's a little of this, it's a little of that. It's the way Harry Styles goes from women's clothes to men's clothes. It's just a nice balance.
Very versatile.
Very, very versatile. If you order some, you'll be supporting the podcast. You'll be supporting Jumpstart, of course, and you'll be supporting the Navy SEALs because the 50% of their profits goes to the Navy SEAL Foundation. So
it's a beautiful thing. So you're giving a charity every time you buy a bag, you're giving a charity 50% of the proceeds.
An absolute great cause, and you save 15% when you use that promo code AOA15. So do that now, especially if you haven't had the new blend. It is magical. It's Tom Brady's turn to be seen around town without his wedding band on. That's come off completely.
Ooh.
Well, we all know that's over. I mean, that's there's no coming back from that, I don't think.
Here's the thing, though, and the I forget who they just lost to, but the Bucks just lost again this weekend. So I think they're now like what 2-3 or something, or 3-3. I don't forget Pittsburgh, whoever they lost to. They're having a shit. Like it's not happening for him this year.
This year's. You think he's gonna go another year?
Well, no, I don't think he's gonna go another year. But do you kind of think that at this point he's kind of like, shit, I fucked up and chose this shit team? Oops. I wonder if he's thinking I gotta crawl back in and see if I can get back. You know, I don't know if he's gonna finish this. If I'm him right now, I don't know how you could stare down another 10 weeks of this.
Right.
I mean, what if the next 10 weeks they win? I don't see it happening, but what if they do?
Maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's not looking good so far.
He was like getting on his team too. They were showing it. He was like screaming at his teammates, like "You're better than this," and like he did everything short of saying, "I fucking left my wife for you, pieces of shit, and now you can't catch a ball." You know?
Right. Yeah. Look what I sacrificed. You know what? I don't think this will be his last year. Then I think he sticks around another year.
That'd be amazing if he does.
He'll be playing until he's 62.
All that's left is a band of gold. Very good, Paul.
He does. What did Paul say?
Exactly what J Sab's just saying.
Right.
Oh, I thought it was the fact that he ordered him. Okay, I'm just lost.
Yeah. This guy Kanye. We keep talking about him.
Kanye,
the guy's a mess.
Kanye is unbelievable for several reasons. Let's talk about first where today it was announced that he's agreed to buy Parler, the conservative social media app, after he was suspended from everywhere else for his anti-Semitic comments.
Yeah, this guy needs to stop. He needs help, and he needs to stop with this batshit crazy shit.
Come on, you got to admit though, I didn't see this like no. When you're watching a stand-up comic and their punchline is so out of left field, you can't help but cackle out loud. That was my reaction to this move. I never saw this coming. Him buying Parler. I mean,
I didn't see that coming either. But do we see anything that Kanye does coming? I mean,
it's hard.
The guy's out of his mind.
It's hard to see a Kanye move coming, but this is fucking just spectacular.
He needs to stop. He needs people in his corner to tell him, listen, you need help. You've got some fucked up views. Your anti-Semitism's got to stop. You're a fucked up guy. So let's get you help, and we'll work on it. So,
by the way, I didn't defend him, but I was kind of like, I think he's just crazy, not necessarily anti-Semitic. And then Paul or somebody sent me like shit that was cut out of the Fox News Tucker Carlson interview, and there was some extra bonus shit in there that they let hit the floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a shock. Fox News cut out stuff that made the guy look bad.
Yeah.
There's a shocker.
But anyway, here's the thing. Say what you will about Trump, right?
I have.
Everybody who's trying to do Trump kind of stinks and is really bad at it. Like, they're just not good at it. They're not like Trump. I would say with the exception for Kanye, because him just turning around and being like, well, I can't buy Twitter.
Right.
Because Elon's buying that. Trump's got Truth Social. I know that ain't up for grabs. So he just was like, I'll just buy Parler and put all my shit. Like, he can take the Trump playbook and be mildly entertaining with it. Whereas you look at somebody like Herschel Walker. Did you see this fucking Herschel Walker at the debate?
Yeah, it was a mess.
This guy is a bumbling fucking idiot, like a complete mess. Like, paid for an abortion, and the fucking girl's got the receipts with his like fucking signed check and all this shit.
Ooh.
Paid for an abortion with a check.
Dumb.
Fucking guy. And then he's out there going, I'm pro-life and all this, but like, just stinks. Like, Herschel Walker stinks at the Trump playbook. Kanye is at least mildly entertaining if you're not going to be taking anything he says by offense.
If you like anti-Semitism, yeah, he's great. He's entertaining.
Well, I don't like anti-Semitism, but I can brush it off and realize that guy's just fucking out of his mind out there being loopy and crazy.
Well, yeah, even if that's the case, he's got millions and millions of followers.
Scoopity poop.
Well,
yeah,
he's got millions and millions of followers that, listen to him. And it's not good for anybody.
I don't know if anybody legit listens to Kanye. Yeah. I really, really don't. Like, everybody
might not, but there are people who admire him and take his word and be like, oh, this guy's a genius.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they do anymore. The other thing is he reiterated in a podcast, which I had the audio for you, but now it's been taken off of TikTok, that Drake banged Kris Jenner. And it was bad. Like, I forget who he was on with, but he like alluded to it. And then who's Kris Jenner's boyfriend or husband now?
No idea.
Corey. Are they married, or is it just a boyfriend? Yeah, I think Cuddles thinks they got married. They were like, "Are you for real?" And he was like, "I don't know, ask Corey." And it was like a real like slam the mic moment when he said it. Yeah, which is that's a little rough. That's a little rough.
Well,
I
hope
so. Drake bangs Kris Jenner. That's not a big deal. Who cares? If she's gonna bang. She's gonna bang. Right?
No. I care. That woman's vagina has ruined a lot of people. And I'm a huge Drake fan, and I'll be damned if she's gonna take down a national treasure such as Drake. Granted, he's Canada's national treasure, but a national treasure nonetheless.
Okay. No, but my point is,
I hope that he did not bang her.
Because you like Drake's music.
Right.
Thank you.
Well, but what if it's just a bang and that's that? It's over.
No, she's got a poison vagina. It's worse than catching AIDS in the 80s. It's it will fucking, there's no, at least if you got it back then, you're like, oh, maybe one day there'll be a cure. There's no cure for Kris Jenner's evil vagina.
Okay. What is it? I mean, big jump from Kanye to Drake and Kris Jenner. Is this a rumor? Is he said it? Kanye said it?
He said this a couple of months ago. Something about.
So why did he bring it up? What is the point of him saying the Drake and Kris Jenner? Why would he point that out?
Baby mama fucker. Something like that. That's
that was it. That was it. Yeah.
Oh, so he was with one of the daughters too? I don't know his relationship with the
meeting Kris Jenner. That's the baby mama fucker.
So
take a second with it.
Kanye's baby mama's mama.
Right, correct.
I was thinking Drake's baby mama's mama.
Here's the thing though. I wish he would stop being so anti-Semitic so he can do what he was put on this planet to do, and that's expose the Kardashians. We have only one person that could take these fuckers down. And if he wasn't so busy shitting on Jewish people, I think everybody would be more on his side.
Right.
Yeah, moron is the key word there.
Buying that parlor ain't gonna help him either. There's a lot, by the way, there's a lot of anti-Semitism on that fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but it's got to stop. Like, I don't understand everybody. He's got to have people in his corner saying, "Hey, no one's gonna tell him what to do anyway."
Nobody at parlor is gonna be like, maybe you shouldn't say this. They're gonna be like, go on, man. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like that rap, but this guy's making a lot of sense. It's going to be a lot of that talk on Parlor.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, quickly before we talk about Frank's birthday, because this happened last week. Trump subpoenaed by January 6th. I'm just going to mention it. I don't know what's going to happen. I think he's obviously going to ignore it.
Well, if he ignores it, what's his name? Bannon.
Got sent to jail for it. Yeah.
So yeah, let him ignore it.
And I will say I was a little disappointed with his response because he's like, this is bullshit. And he just kind of moved on. He said something else about it the other day, but I thought he would have had a bigger bat to swing against Congress for this. I think he's legit worried about it.
Of course he is. He's just going to sit there and take the fifth the whole time.
All right. Frank's 40th birthday party.
I had a great time. I don't know about you guys.
No, it was fun.
We put out a video. What? What's wrong? You didn't have a good time?
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we put out a video for the members only. It was the three of us were there.
That was fun.
We did that. That was fun. Nothing else was fun. That was messed up the way you emphasized that.
Listen. I say this with love, and you know that. Top 3 worst birthday parties I've ever been to. I mean, from start to finish, terrible. The only way that party could have been worse is if it was floating in the middle of the ocean, which is the only way that party could have been bad.
Explain yourself. What was so bad?
I could tell you didn't let Janine help plan this one because I was like, oh, we're on stable ground. Janine had nothing to do with this.
I thought it was a great time.
What kind of ground?
Good.
Stable
Open
ground.
Bar. I had all my friends and family there. It was a wonderful time.
That was the thing I thought was so bad is your friends and family. They are just terrible. More the friends than the family, but still awful all around.
Well, you know, very little I could do about that.
No, I thought it was really nice. I realized how out of shape I am, not physically, even though that's true, but also at like just going out at being an adult and a human being and a real person. Like going out on a Friday night more than a half hour away from your home is like crazy. I felt like I should have trained for this.
Well, you're starting out behind in the count already by living an hour and a half away from the place.
Well, listen, Janine did one of those. What was that thing where you were fucking running around in mud and dog shit? Remember, Tough Man Battle? What was that?
It is called the Spartan Race.
Spartan Race. Okay, I'm sure there was a moment in Spartan Race where you were like, and I think you trained for that. But I'm sure there was a moment in Spartan Race where you were like, shit, I didn't train enough for this.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I felt driving to a birthday party.
Come on.
That's sad.
Where I was like, I have not prepared enough for this.
Now, do you mean like conversationally, or do you mean like the endurance of being at one place for 3 hours?
Like I just made a lot of I'm going to get a Red Bull, and I got the medium one, and I should have gotten the super duper one. Just to
How were you able to drive home?
The energy up. And that was after having a copious amount of coffee on the way there.
Wow.
So,
but you stay up late, so that's not an excuse.
Plus, the good thing about it was that it was a Friday night, so you had Saturday and Sunday. So if it was a Saturday night, you'd only have one day to recover. You had 2 days.
But if it was Saturday night, I could have gotten a nice little, 5 o'clock snooze in there, get pumped up and ready for it, wake up all refreshed. I didn't really have that opportunity on Friday.
You could do that.
A lot of shit cooking. I will say this. Would you like a full review of the party? Because I'll give it to you.
I'd like just the positive notes, please.
Okay. Let me complain about this. And this is not exclusive to your party. But I noticed this at restaurants, and I feel like I can help restaurants around the world. Oh. You've got to put some sound treatment up on the fucking walls and the ceilings of these fucking restaurants. Because it gets so loud in these rooms.
Yep.
I didn't think it was that loud.
Fucking hear a thing.
I couldn't hear anybody either.
So I think, Frank, honest to God, I think this is not a good critique to your party particularly, but because I wore fucking headphones for 15 years and just killed my eardrums, now if I get into a place where there's like more than 10 people talking, I can't fucking hear what anybody is saying to me. And I wind up just going, I know, right? Like totally. And I think I agreed to do 3 or 4 things at that party that I have no business agreeing to do. I was just shaking my head yes to everybody.
Right.
You agreed to wear the puffy shirt on TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you agreed to
when did I
film
say
me
that?
and someone's dead. Go ahead.
To do what? Yeah, I did. I did. All I heard from Jeannie was film equipment, lighting, camera,
Dad.
Tony. That's all I fucking heard. And I was like, okay. And then I was driving home going, I think I just started a porn production company, but I'm not entirely sure.
Maybe.
Yeah. So that's starters. Also, I'm going to complain about this.
There we go.
The food was delicious.
But
I just fucking, I went back and looked at the menu because your wife sent the menu out. I missed like fucking 19 things.
well, when you get there on time, you get all the
Right.
good things.
They
Right.
have to recognize where the power in the room is and make sure that that person and their
did.
co-hosts are attended to.
The pow. I got.
Like I bet you
tasted
didn't
all
miss
of it.
right. You didn't miss a thing, right? You
I
ate
got all of
everything.
it. Right.
Okay. Who's second most important in that room? I'll give
My
it to you.
wife.
Your wife. She's paying the bill.
Probably my wife is first important. I'm second.
After the bill payment, Janine and I should have been taken care of extra special. Made sure.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Say that again. After
Like
what?
did you get the what did I miss that I was really pissed off about? Arancini? Was there supposed to be some arancini? Let me go back to the
No, there
text.
wasn't energy. I don't think there was energy. But it was all good. Food was good. You could have asked for more. They would have brought it out to you.
Yeah, but they have to recognize, oh, look who's here. Let's make sure him and Janine get
I did give them
everything.
a list of people to screw over, and you were on like, if you see this guy, I gave
Right.
a little picture.
Stick your hand in your pants and give him some pubic hair.
Right. Give him a pubic hair crab cake.
All right, the mini meatballs I got were delightful. The prosciutto wrapped grilled asparagus was actually to die for.
That was great.
And then, so I'm at the bar, and this girl one of the waitresses, all very nice, but she clearly just gave up. She's like, I had enough. I'm just going to put this over here. She left a whole plate of it. So I took it back to where the friends were and gave it to everybody. You got to see people giving me a look like, why is he fucking stealing the food? I go, there's nobody over at the bar. I'm bringing it to the people.
Right.
Right?
For the people.
Right. I did that once. There was a plate sitting there with food, and I brought the plate over to a group of people sitting.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
I didn't mind.
Oh, okay. I didn't get a fucking crab cake. Did you get a crab cake, Janine?
Yes. Well, maybe
Gotta be
if you don't
quick.
leave your house when the party's starting.
Boom.
Chicken Milanese strips.
Got
I
that.
didn't get those.
That was served with the crab cakes on the.
Oh yeah, I
walked
did have
around.
that.
Those were good.
I didn't see any lemon scented hummus.
You missed it.
Right.
That was in, the first thing that came out.
Baked spinach artichoke dip with warm potato crisps. Did you get that?
Yep.
Oh, what time did this fucking food come out? 5:45? An hour and a half before the party started? I walked in fucking 25 minutes after the start of the party. That's
No,
ridiculous.
you did not.
I absolutely did.
Did you really?
Yes.
You
Did you
walked
think it
in when
started
the
at
cake was
7:30?
coming out.
25, 45, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm pretty upset that they didn't treat me with the status I clearly deserved.
Of course. I
But
enjoyed the food. I
the
enjoyed
5
the
mushroom,
company.
we got it. You enjoyed the food. I get it. The 5 mushroom pizza was good. I'll give you that.
That was good.
But
Pizzas were good.
did they have to cut it?
Dishes were good.
Did they have to cut it so small? Like I had to take
So take 6
7
things. What do you-
slices and look like an animal.
Take 7 slices. Nobody judged. There's no judgment here.
It was good seeing your family again. Your dad looks like $1 million.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't like to play favorites, Frank. You know that, but Narf by far is the best person that was at the party.
He's a character.
I loved him dearly.
Now,
This is my uncle.
why do you call him Narf?
It's Frank backwards.
There's too many Franks, so he got Narf.
Oh,
Which is kind of bullshit because he was there first. So the person we're talking to should be called Narf.
right.
I'd be upset
Yeah.
if I was Narf.
He's Narf though. He's Uncle Narf.
But Narf is good. He was so excited about the present that he got you. He came like running over to me.
Oh, it's a great present. That was an
He's
awesome.
like,
I
you
should have
gotta
brought it
see
down
this.
here.
You should have. Now instead, he brought the shitty present and you put it on the goat rack. Let me ask you this: how many blackened Metallica whiskeys did you get as a gift?
I got enough to sink a ship, man. There's got to be 6 I think I got 6 bottles of blackened whiskey. But
6 bottles.
You're the only one that gave me the rye, which I didn't even know that existed until you gave it to me. But I have to point out, this is the bag that one of the bottles came in that you gave me.
Mm-hmm.
On one side it says from you and your wife. On this side it says Matt.
Yeah, no, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I wouldn't have wrote that if I didn't mean it.
This was given to me in front of my family and friends. For those just listening, it says "Go fuck yourself" on the tag.
What is it?
Yeah.
From who?
From
this
me.
Is from
Anthony.
Yeah.
Now, can I tell you something? Honestly, that's not my handwriting, and you know that.
I don't know your handwriting.
So maybe maybe that sentiment didn't come from me.
Okay, I'm sure your wife wrote that.
Next time, invite my wife, and maybe she won't be so upset.
Yeah, I was very insulted that your wife couldn't make it.
Well, she wasn't invited.
She was definitely invited.
How about that?
She had things to do. I get it.
Can I tell you that I had to call in a favor from a major acquaintance to get that rye for you? That's a rare bottle of rye.
Ooh.
It's already gone, baby. I already drank it all.
I had to call somebody very powerful, very popular. I'm not going to name drop. Big time. Just to be like, can you get this?
Was it Metallica.com?
No, I really did. I called in a big time, like New York City. Yeah, I swear to God, liquor supplier, huge, big name. Called him up, called it a personal favor to try and get that. He calls me back, goes, I can't get it. Turns out my wife found it at the liquor store next to our local supermarket. So
they say she called in the favor that didn't come through.
But I made the gesture, so that's got to count for something. Okay,
I appreciate that. The failed gesture. That's nice.
Really, the 6 bottles? I want to know how many you got.
There's got to be 6, 5 or 6, including the 2 from you. 2 from you, and then like there's a handful more.
I thought you would have gotten more. What's the shittiest gift you got?
They were all good. I can't.
Was it the promise of getting a gift at a later time? Because that's what I would say is the shittiest
gift. Only part.
We'll get you next time. No, all the gifts were good. It was either, I got what's it called? Cash was good. That's always a good gift. I got the bottles of whiskey. Those are good.
Somebody gave you cash?
A lot of the cards. They give you cards with some cash in it. It's good.
Okay. Can I just say something?
It's all
good.
These
pieces of shit? They gave you cash.
Oh, this is my family you're talking about.
Who gave you cash?
Whoa.
All right. If an aunt or uncle gives you cash, that's
a lot of
fine.
golf. That's true. A lot of golf gift certificates. Like there's a place that
Top Golf.
No, it's the hell's it called? I forget what it's called.
I should have bought you that, Frank.
It's a golf like mega store, like PGA, like it has like sells equipment and stuff like that.
Wait, we have a question from Erin. Do you remember the joke that you told her mom?
Okay, I didn't realize that your wife was in the chat. This was one of the sweetest moments ever. Erin's mom comes over to me, and I forgot what she said, but after she said it, I thought it was funny. And then she goes, I'm Erin's mom, by the way. She like reintroduced herself to me as if I don't know.
You didn't know.
But I will say this. She looks fantastic. I don't know what she's doing. She lost a lot of weight or whatever she's doing. She looks amazing. So I kind of get like reintroducing herself. But I just thought that was such a sweet moment where I look confused at people. And she was like, this poor son of a bitch doesn't know who I am. Let me fill him in.
That's probably what it was. You had this look on your face of I'm
lost. No.
Plus, you could barely hear anything going on.
She said that's not it.
But that's what it is, though. I go, oh, like I immediately go into this like overly nice, like let me just agree and say yes, because it takes me an extra like 3 seconds to process what people are fucking saying to me because I can't hear shit.
Hate to tell you, she said that's not it.
Old as fuck. Do you remember your joke to my mom? What I said to your mom? I said, "Do you want to get out of here and go to the bathroom with me?" I mean, if she took that as a joke, I'd be relieved.
And give me a mouth hug. Did you ask her for a mouth hug?
She said no, and I was like, we're all laughing, having a good time, right?
There it is.
I don't know. You're gonna have to remind me.
Yeah, I don't remember that either. I don't know.
I
that
do
one.
remember Janine was quite inappropriate with our friend's father.
Listen,
else is
just
new?
because I asked him if he knew what I could do with a cannoli, that's not
You know,
inappropriate.
his wife was right there, right?
Oh, she didn't care.
There was
And
all
so was
kinds
my
of.
roommate.
First of all, somebody joked about him, this poor 75-year-old man, sitting on Janine's lap, and he went right in there and did it. I was like, "What the fuck
Oh,
is going
boy.
on?"
So the three of you gotten down, I'm sure. You, him, and his wife. The four of you, probably.
Why-
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing.
Yep.
I need to know what I said to Aaron's mom, because now I'm starting.
Yeah, Aaron, what was
I
the joke? I don't know.
I did
this.
have a lot of drinks early on.
He's getting nervous.
Was it a good joke?
You know what's funny? I just want to bring this up. That older man. I said, I don't know how it started, but I said, we all think that you guys get it 3 to 4 times a week. Like you guys are banging 3 to 4 times a week, right? Now, how old is he? 70, 72?
It's in the mid 70s somewhere.
He didn't even flinch when I said that.
No,
And
Did he give you the real answer?
because
goes,
you were
"Oh, not
you
now."
were joking. He
Yes.
was a jokey, like how funny we're so much younger, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I know."
He was just like, oh, maybe 10 years ago. I don't want to say that means you were 60 and still having sex more than any of us. Hello.
Well, now that you and your roommate are in the mix, it's like doubles it.
I
Right.
said they fucked more on Friday than we all have combined for the entire week.
He liked that joke.
He loved it.
Was that's not the joke you told my mother-in-law, was it?
Might have been. I don't know. Once I got a laugh there, I thought, let me tour this around the room and see what happens.
Right.
We'll work this into the set. Oh, here we go.
Said, wait, hold on. I got to get to a bunch of comments here. Hang on. I'm missing a couple. Everybody is fucking.
Well, here's the joke.
Well,
Aaron
wait.
put the joke in.
Aaron admitted that the place was loud. It was. That's not there. It's a lot of places got to get that fucking, got to get their shit together. Vanessa likes my moaning from a party.
Just thank goodness we weren't upstairs. Upstairs was so much louder for some reason because they had the party and they had everybody around the party that was just in the restaurant. Downstairs we had our own private, the whole room to ourselves.
Let me see here. D wants me to wear earplugs. I should. Then I'm really not going to be able to hear fucking anything.
That's true.
It's just hard. You put a
Gotta
little
get
sound treatment up at the top. Man,
Get your tinnitus looked at.
I can't fucking. Somebody said something. They have unlimited breadsticks. You should have been able to eat. It was really funny. Now I can't fucking find it.
Yeah, right there. Jason Douglas Cruz. Go down 5 people.
Nope.
All right, you lost.
I don't know where the other. I'm fucking lost. Anyway, let's get. That was very funny, Jason.
So here's
here
Aaron.
we go. Yeah, they had unlimited breadsticks and salad. What did you miss? No, this place was super nice. It's way, way nicer than like you didn't fit the party. That's how nice it was. Like
That's
I was
true.
like, this is where Frank's having, but it fits your wife, so I get it. I know why she
Right.
picked it.
I was wearing a suit and I felt underdressed.
Aaron's mom said, "Where's Cuddles?" And I said, "We're getting divorced." She thought you were serious.
Wow.
I did use that line twice, 2 or 3 times, and people did not know how to react to it. So that wasn't specific to her. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Listen, you never know. So,
Dude,
People are like,
nobody expects a marriage that I'm in to survive. That has nothing to do with
Okay.
Cuddles. That is all.
We've got
Here.
a side bet. Well, the chat has a side bet going of who's going first. I think you're at the top of the list.
In fact, Aaron's mom said, and I'm sure Aaron didn't get this, so let me just tell you what a person your mom is. Aaron's mom said, "Well, it makes sense. You look like shit." That was her response.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
he
You
was
look
like,
fucking awful.
do you blame her?
Yeah,
Pretending to hear what I'm saying. So
And then she gave Aaron's dad $5 because Supposedly we passed a date or something. I don't know. She lost some money on it.
Ah, you see?
Yeah. There wasn't even music on.
There was music.
Was there music?
Yeah, it was background. We really, to be fair, yeah,
There was.
You're right. We couldn't hear it too much because everybody. It was a little loud, but it wasn't. I didn't think it was that loud.
Because there was a Britney Spears song on, and I tried to make the old man come with me into the stripper room. Well, he did, and have
you
to
see?
make him. So
All right. Excellent point, Janine. Why on earth was there a stripper room at this?
They wanted to make that like when we saw the place and they showed us the whole room. They said, "Oh, this could be the extra space for you guys to sit and talk, whatever." Or it could be if you wanted to make it a dance floor. I was like, it's not going to be a dance floor. Anything. We're not going to do that. Or we didn't know what to do. We were like, you know what? Let's just make it extra seating. And people could just hang out in there if they need to get away from the
Or they go
crowd.
like this. This is where we could put the upside down pineapples. In this room over here. Is that what they said?
Oh, you guys missed the after party.
Because there were mirrors floor to ceiling and on the ceiling. And
darn it.
like you could see like the hole where the stripper pole was, or that they just like literally removed at the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the private room, baby. It's good stuff.
I mean, that place has been around for a while. Could you imagine what happened in that fucking room in the 80s? Like, there's no way nobody overdosed on coke, didn't overdose on coke in that fucking space.
Definitely an overdose in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it, but I don't know if that place was around in the 80s, but if it was, definitely a few overdoses. I'll give you that.
Okay, wait,
thank
hold
you,
on.
everyone. Congrats, Frank.
Later, Frank got a card just from Anthony, from someone we always call by his last name. And we were like, why is he eliminating Cuddles? But it wasn't you. Oh. Was there another Anthony at the party?
Yeah, you kidding? There were like 5 Anthonys.
I would have never fucking showed up then.
Well, yeah, we meet our quota for Anthony's at this thing.
Does your wife have any answer to why I wasn't specifically catered to get every single thing that they had on the menu?
Yeah, we don't like you.
Okay.
Because, I mean...
Speaking of, can I just say something honestly? I fucking hate all your neighbors.
Do you?
Yeah,
They're
all of them.
Why? They all are fans of the show. They all watch.
Oops, I was going to say. Oops.
Oh, really? Then I would take it back. It was all just jokes.
Wait, do they pay for the show? Then you can...
If they're members, I apologize.
I think they're... I don't know.
No, I don't know. I just like you're like, oh, here's all our friends and neighbors, and I literally like I can't. I just don't like these.
So you
fucking
didn't
people.
you didn't even try. You just
No.
just because they're not in the inner group.
Where
Just
were
They're
they?
like, the friends and neighbors. I'll see you guys.
Just
I'm
based
Were
out.
they
off a look
sitting at the
alone.
table next to us?
They were across from you guys, like by the entrance, like
I don't even know. Then
yeah, they weren't in the back of the room. They were towards the front, but closer to the bar.
can I be really honest? This one might get
No.
me in trouble.
There we go. Think before you say it.
Who was the nice girl that I walked down the aisle with at your wedding?
Okay, got her.
What's her name?
Do you want me to say it? Should I say her name?
Terry.
call
It
her-
doesn't fucking matter.
We'll call her Alice.
Alice. Okay, great. She was like, she goes to me. She goes, we walked down the aisle at their wedding. I go, I know. No idea.
We tell you that literally every time you see her.
I know.
Every
I
time
can't-
you're going to be at the same thing, we go, this is...
Come
and
on,
you're
I
like,
know.
yeah, I know. And it immediately goes right out of your head.
I can't fucking hold on to this girl's face for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know. She's a sweetheart. I had nothing wrong with her. She's like, I'm like, I know. I had no fucking
Yeah,
idea.
no.
I thought
as
she
soon
was
as
a
you said
neighbor.
that, I was like, he doesn't know who the fuck this is.
Dude, and she said it 3 seconds before I was about to go. And you fucking live next door to this guy, so she saved me from the biggest embarrassment of the evening.
Yeah, we tell you all the time who she
Yeah.
is, and we
I
always we walk down the aisle. We walk down the aisle. We walk down the aisle. We walk down the aisle.
Nothing.
Not a
Nothing.
clue.
Looks like a totally different. How is she doing, by the way? How's her
she's
life
fine.
journey?
She's good.
Is she all right?
Yeah,
She
she's
happy?
Frank,
Great.
what time did you stay at our friend's house till Saturday night? That's what I'm curious about.
One of the last people to head out. I don't remember the time exactly, but we were there a long time.
That's a
A few
bullshit
hours.
By the way, I took pride. You tell me, Janine. I took pride, and I left Frank's party 1 hour before it was supposed to
Yep.
end.
I told you could do that.
Yeah. And I walked out, by the way, and I like to apologize to Erin's mom because I walked out without saying goodbye to Aaron's mom, your mom. I didn't say
You
goodbye
piece
to.
of shit.
If you caught eye contact with me on my way out, I stopped to say goodbye. Outside of that, I just flat out fucking left, and I was like, I want to see how Frank feels leaving a
Right.
party. I just want to live like Frank for a moment.
All right,
Oh,
so
and then
this
do you
is-
want to
This
hear?
is you walking down the aisle with her.
All right, let me see. Hold
It's
on
literally.
a second.
Notice how you're not looking at her at all.
That was me the whole night.
Yeah, you have no. This is you and her walking down the aisle together.
Oh, that was such
And
a
that-
nice wedding.
And
Oh,
I think
wait.
that's your wife.
Yeah, that is. By the way, that photo is not blurry. That's just what I look like.
Right.
You are blurry 24/7.
So a girl comes in. I don't know if it was Janine or your brother Frank. So this is what I'm going to tell you now because your brother's probably going to rat me out. But a girl walks in,
With an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get.
hugs you, hugs Aaron. It's all very happy and whatever. And I turn to Janine and I go, there's the third for the night. That's who they're gonna fucking swing with. That one right there. She's fucking ripe for it.
Yeah.
I'm like having a whole fucking thing. So fast forward 45. I built a whole scenario. You know how I can get a little crazy.
Did. Yep.
I had 2 Manhattans in me at the time. We had just done a shot. So whatever. So then like 45 minutes later pass, and now she's sitting at the other table, and I say to your brother, I go, by the way, who's that fucking girl over there? And he goes, oh, that's Claire, my cousin. And I go,
You ass.
I literally go, I don't remember her, Claire. When did she come around? And he's like, I don't know, like 35 years ago.
Yeah, she's been, our cousin for, I don't know, as long as she's been alive.
35.
Yeah.
Never heard of Claire. Never fucking once heard of Claire or my cousin
fair,
Claire or whatever.
She doesn't live in the state. She lives in another state with her husband. And
okay.
So, yeah, she's not as close as, to the family physically as she used to be.
So you're saying you didn't swing with her?
That's what I'm saying.
What a relief. Because when I heard the cousin thing, I got really nervous.
Yeah, no, we just haven't seen her in forever because she lives out of state.
Well, I knew something had to be up because she was so fucking excited to see you and your wife, which I just didn't I couldn't get it. I'm like, how?
Last time we saw her was before the pandemic.
That explains it.
At Aaron's, the big party we had for Aaron right before the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
That was the last time we saw her. And before that, I think was at her wedding. Years before that. So
that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Also, here's another thing I noticed between your mom and I. We have next to nothing to say to each other.
That's about right.
I don't know what it is, but like
what could you say?
I went to say hi and we were like, hey, how's your parents? Good. And then it was like, how's everything with you? Good. I was like, all right. And then we literally sat there for like a beat, like 5 seconds, and I was like, okay, I got nothing. I have nothing to say. I love you. I love seeing you. I miss you. I yearn for the old days. But
you could have said all that.
I guess so. I'm not good at saying what I feel at the time. I've noticed that.
Tell me what you do for a living.
I like to. It's easier when this barrier is here. It's a lot easier to do.
Just pretend you're doing a podcast. So, Frank's mom, how's everything going? What's new with you? What's happening? You got the new apartment. You hanging. What's happening?
I need to walk around with a mic. I think it would make me feel better.
That would have been good. You do a whole, interview all the guests type of thing. That would have been a good show.
But I felt that moment of awkwardness, and I feel like this is the second time we kind of had this exchange. I got to come up with something better to talk to your mom about. I literally had nothing.
Yeah, I mean, what's new with you? She's working. How's work? How's all that stuff? What's it like having a 30-year-old son?
Like it was. So I saw Anthony. I was excited to see him. I was like, and I was like, hey, remember when I was like a little shithead and you used to take me around and you always all do stuff together, like great memories? Nothing came out. I'm like, all right.
You're just an awkward bastard.
They look like they didn't want to deal with me. I don't know if they were getting to some hot topics at the table there, or if it was like I don't know if I've offended them or something. But it just.
I think they're struggling to remember you. They're like Anthony.
Yeah.
I know this son of a bitch's face from somewhere, but
From something. Well, who was it? They were saying they were mistaken Anthony for like your father's brother or something or whatever.
yeah,
And,
I could see that.
and I was like, I don't know. And then I'm looking at it and I go, you know what? No, Frank's mom has a type.
She has a type.
She's got a type, clearly.
She has a type.
I see it now. I didn't see it before.
Yeah, it's there. It happens. But
I should have talked about my pretend divorce. That would have been a thing.
yeah, pretend.
It hurts when you're out there making a joke and you're like, and people are like comforting you through it. Like,
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. How many people did you, after like the third time, did you figure out, wait a minute, maybe I should stop doing this?
yeah,
People
don't
started
take
to take me seriously.
Oh, people have been waiting for this announcement.
Yeah. Oh, it's about time. Good for you guys. Actually, well, good for her. How's she doing with it?
Yeah,
Good.
they're surprised.
Glad she
Well,
fucking woke up.
Every time I call my mother, she answers the. How does your mother answer the phone? Because my mother answers the phone and goes, "What's wrong?" Like she's just waiting for this
No.
all to come crumbling down.
My mother's whole thing is yellow. That's the same. She gives me the yellow answer.
That's your
Yellow.
You can't get her to stop if you tried.
No, it's
Okay.
always yellow.
Yeah, that's rough.
And then we go through. I know Erin gets frustrated with this, but whenever I talk to anybody in my family, if you have a purpose for the phone call, like calling them to get an answer of a question or something, or like, oh, are you coming to this thing or that thing? Erin gets frustrated because we always do this. Hey, what's going on? What's going? You have to go through all the platitudes.
Yeah.
You have to be like, oh, how's it going? Yeah, kids all right. Good. And I was just ask them the question.
You don't have to ease into it. Just go with what you came
every
for.
phone call is how you doing? What's going on? How are you? Good for you. It's you call. Yeah. Oh my God, Frank's mom. Hello. Hi, Frank.
You called me.
Yeah. Is it Frank? Yeah, it's me, Mom.
That's my mother and I had that conversation.
Yeah. But that's, you got to go through. I guess it's the Italian thing. You have to go, hey, what's going on? How's everything? What's happening? All good? Everything's good? Good. The reason I called.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom does that too. I'll call. I know I come up on her phone. There's a fucking picture of me. And then she goes, Anthony? like,
well, what are you going to say?
Well, if it's fucking George, then we got a real problem. Somebody else is calling. We got an issue.
Yeah, no, I get it. But you got to make sure it's Anthony on the other line. What if someone stole your phone?
All right, now we're coming down to the home stretch here, but I have to ask you, you had fucking neighbors, friends, family. I didn't see any coworkers.
No, didn't have any coworkers there.
No coworkers. Were you weren't at all nervous or like uncomfortable with worlds colliding, people mixing and mingling, any of that jazz?
It was basically the same crowd that we had with a few differences that we had for Erin's party. It was basically the same crowd. You weren't there for that, but you were sick or something, I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was the same crowd. No, everybody seemed to get along. Everybody had a good time. Of course, you have the neighbors were kept to the neighbors, and my friends kept to the friends, and then my family was. But there were sections of the party.
It sounds like I was the only one mixing and mingling with everybody. I was fucking tearing up that room. Like
I didn't see you mingling with anyone.
I was
maybe when you walked. Maybe as soon as you walked in, but then you planted yourself.
I don't know if I talked to the neighbors, but I thought I was at one point. So give me that credit.
The neighbors, all good people, and people around our age. We invited all of them. It was about a dozen of them there. It was a good
who'd you spend the most time with? Because it definitely wasn't the friends. Because I was there for a majority of the time, and you were not there.
I mingled. I made the rounds. I spent time with everyone.
But we were neglected the most out of all the groups.
I don't like you guys.
Mm-hmm. I knew it.
That makes No, I had a good. I tried to spend equal time with everyone. I was making the rounds. It was 55, almost 60 people there. I had to make the rounds.
I forgot about this. I hated you for wearing a suit. And
Boy.
triple hated you for wearing the shirt that you were wearing. It was a lovely shirt, but it was far too good for you.
I'm sorry.
It had little speckles. Who bought your wife bought you that shirt? There's no way you picked that out yourself.
We bought it together.
See, that's.
And we went to the suit place. I had to get a new suit, so I got a new suit, and it came.
Did you buy a suit just for this party?
No. I bought the suit like a year ago.
Yeah. See, I hate you for that.
Well, how many opportunities do I get to wear a suit? And I wanted to wear it.
Next to none. I know.
Somebody's
got to be dead for me to wear a fucking suit.
Exactly. We're not at the age where there was a time where there was a wedding every other friggin' month. And we had to wear a suit. But now that's over. All our friends are married. We have to wait for the next generation to have their weddings. And,
That's what I mean. Somebody has to be dead for me to wear a suit. And I mean that if you're in a coffin or you're getting into a marriage. Either way, that's a death, and I'll wear a suit to that. Other than that, it's not fucking happening. Can't do it.
That's the thing. I like dressing
Here's
up
the thing, though. It's your party. Wouldn't you have felt a lot better walking around in a fucking velour jumpsuit? You know, if you're fucking comfortable, let the boys
I would have
hang.
felt a little awkward.
I think the birthday boy at the nice place should be able to wear a nice fucking Howard Beach fucking
I'll give you that, but
Nike sweatsuit.
If nobody knows that coming in, they're gonna be in for a little bit of a shock.
Was
I the only one wearing a suit?
What's the Italian company there? FIFA? What's that fucking not FIFA? What's the Italian company that the clothes Fila? Yeah, I want to see you in a Fila sweatsuit. With
Maybe
some fresh
time.
kicks.
My 50th.
You were the only one wearing a suit. Narf wore a suit, but Narf is old school class.
I believe my father-in-law wore a suit. I think my dad wore a suit as well. He wore a sports jacket.
Yeah, but they're like 90 though. What else are they gonna do? They don't.
Yeah, that's true. No, but I enjoyed. I like wearing suits. It's. Look at this. My uncle just sent me.
Oh, he sent you that picture? Can your brother? I guess. Oh, wait, what is that? Is that from the party?
I think this is from the party.
Holy shit! I caught a good angle there. I look great.
There you go.
See, if you only
Millhouse and Anthony.
If you only shoot 2/3 of me, I actually look thin. Let that be a lesson.
Cut you out a little bit. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, good time. Got some good pictures here. Oh, he sent a ton of pictures over. All right, he sent like all the pictures he took ever from that party.
All right, hold them all up. I'm going to evaluate everybody's outfit live.
We're not going to do that. US.
Who is the girl next to the girl that I allegedly walked down the aisle with? She was at the wedding party too. That's Erin's good friend, right?
Yeah, her name's Roseanne. Very
nice.
I
remember. I couldn't remember her name, but her I remember. I'm like, I've seen you before. You were at the wedding. It's weird that you're sitting next to the neighbor girl, but as it turns out, that wasn't true.
Yeah, no, you were all kinds of confused.
Yeah, see, Miss Justice with a good point. At least be in your birthday suit. You could have been walking through that party fucking naked, being like, it's my birthday.
I was wearing my birthday suit underneath my regular suit, if that helps. Boiler suit?
It was hard to gather everybody. I'm like, let's do a shot. It's the guy's fucking birthday. And you would think I said, let's go kill a hooker, everybody. Like, it was like pulling people to come and do a fucking shot.
Well,
like even the alcoholics, even the alcoholics in our friend group, I got this response. I'm just having wine. Like, oh really, Martha Stewart? Get your fucking balls and let's go do a goddamn shot at the bar.
Well, who was driving? You know, you gotta account for that. People driving.
Fucking weren't. They fucking weren't.
I was in though. You said shots. I was like, let's go.
You were right in. We had drinking Frank on Friday. That was good times, Frank.
That was fun times, but had by all.
It's so rare that I see Fun Frank anymore, so it was nice to catch up with him again. That was a good time.
Me and my dad. Nice shot.
Oh, there you go. Coming soon to an episode of Marvelous Miss Maisel. Your dad got me, and literally, like, I thought we were on the podcast because he was like giving me a rundown of what he acted like. I asked him, "So, what projects are you working on lately?"
What's next for you?
He went through the whole thing. I got excited though. He told me he's going to be in Maisel. I got so fucking excited because I love that show. And then like 20 minutes later, I realized that you told me that already, and I already knew.
Yeah, you already knew that one.
I got re-excited again because I was so fucking thrilled.
He has a way of telling you that you're like, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. Erin said that she asked if asked her drunk neighbor if they saw you at the party, and the drunk neighbor responded, "Everyone here looks like Frank." That's true. Frank's fucking family. You ever see the movie Multiplicity? That's Frank's family. They
That's
took
the
a
truth.
photocopy of his grandfather, and
That's exactly what happened.
it just got progressively worse.
Well, here's let's say here's me, my uncle, and my brother. We look kind of like the same person, just different versions.
It's the same fucking
This is
face.
Mark 1, Mark 2, and Mark 3 right there.
Seriously. And your
So,
dad looks like that.
my
Like,
dad.
It's just awful how you all look
That's
alike.
the truth. I'm sorry.
Like your dad and Narf could go into the sack of suds and shoot the clerk, and then if you and your brother would be arrested for walking out of the same place 5 minutes later.
The second sons.
By the way, how has nobody opened up a convenience store named the Sack of Suds by now? How has nobody done this?
I don't know, but that is ripe for the picking right there. I don't know how we're not. Let's open that thing. That's hilarious. That's fantastic. You. Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a really good party.
I had a great time. I got to tell you, I went there and I was like, "Oh, my friends and family are gonna be here." I went in going, "I'm gonna have a good time," and I did. I didn't worry about anything. I just enjoyed myself. I had great conversations with everybody. Everybody was so nice. I didn't hear, nothing. There was nothing negative. Everybody was having a good time. So I enjoyed myself. I had a really good
Said
time.
Frank, who just ignored me for the last 45 minutes.
What are you talking about?
It was nothing negative. I said a lot of negative shit just now.
No, at the party.
Oh, at
You
the
may have
party.
said negative shit now, but I mean at the party, I didn't hear anything negative going on. Everybody seemed to be happy and enjoying themselves, so that was good. Yes, everybody in the Lisha Galagos, I did have a great party. It was a fun time.
Meanwhile, well, here's the first thing you did right. You didn't let that fucking Janine anywhere near the party planning, because then we would have been out floating on the ocean somewhere,
The whole family on a boat.
and miserable. Yeah.
Yeah. We had a good time, and the food was good.
Did she give you? We didn't get to her gift that's supposed to arrive. I guess her gift didn't arrive. She teased a gift during the secret show that we did for the members only. If you're not a member, join on YouTube. YouTube only. Sorry for the Twitch and Facebook and podcast listening people. But go to anthonyonair.com, join the members page. That's where we put all the exclusive, weird behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
So we did a show there, and I'm like, how many? We were talking about the Black and Whiskey thing, and then she was like, "Oh, I didn't bring your gift yet," but she got you something, and then said there was another thing on the way. I'm so confused.
So am I. I'm trying to think of what, because I remember the next day I opened all the gifts, and I thought I got something from her. Maybe because she on the card. I remember getting a card, and on the card it said LP. I was like, LP, what the hell is this? I opened it up. It says, "Dear LP, blah 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 blah, J Sabs," and I went, "Oh, it's liberal pussy." So she addressed the card to liberal pussy, but she got us. I have to look again. I wrote down what everybody got me and everything, and but there's something else on the way.
I thought that's what she said, that that was only part of the gift. What she got you. I can't believe people gave you cash. Did somebody that's not your family give you cash?
Yeah, a lot of people got me cash or like a gift card.
Terrible.
Gift cards to stuff. No, that's fine. I'm good
gift
with
card.
cash.
No, listen. You give cash when you're married and you're starting your life. You need the cash to fucking start paying.
I need shit. Who doesn't need the cash? You need the cash.
Card.
That's right. Okay, yes. Erin pointed out what she got me. She got me this awesome, you know how like the margarita already mixed in the bottle. She got me that, but it's like a special flavor. Looks really good. I want to try it.
It sounds like it came from Walmart. I don't know.
Wherever it came from, it looks good.
We're gonna challenge her when she comes back. Sounds terrible. A margarita set?
No, it's a bottle. It's one bottle margarita in the bottle.
Does it have the booze in it, or is it just
like
the
booze
mix?
is in it? No, the booze is in it. It's got some special flavor. It looks really good. I want to try it. But she said there's something else on the way. I don't remember that.
What's the special flavor? Liberalism?
Probably liberalism.
Okay.
It's nice. It's good stuff.
Was it a MAGA margarita? Because that's a gift.
A margarita.
It's a little spicy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's full of shit though.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm upset at people who gave you cash. I feel like that's not a lot of effort. I feel like I gave you the minimum. What's the best gift you got?
The best gift I got. I mean, I don't know. They're all good. All good stuff. The party itself is a great gift.
Wait, that was the gift? That's bullshit. Oh, your wife got it. Liberal berry. See, that's funny.
Liberal berry, see?
Liberal limerita.
Nice. Yes.
Okay.
No, but it was
Biden berry. Sorry, Aaron, I just topped you.
Biden berry.
See, that's fucking. Good. See, it takes us 15 minutes and a couple of drafts, but we got it. We'll get there.
You know, writing is a process. I get it.
Biden berry. Imagine how fucking funny that would have been if you heard it the first time.
See, if you came right out of the gate with it. But all the gifts, I loved all the gifts were great. Yeah, there wasn't anything where I was like, "Oh, this sucks." Everything was great.
And you think it's really tacky to open up gifts? You didn't open up gifts there. You think it's tacky? I feel like we're split on this. If it's tacky to open gifts in front of people or not open gifts in front of people.
I guess it depends on the party. Like if you have to stop the party dead, it's kind of weird, but it's fine if people do that. It depends on the party. Like if it's a baby shower, don't they open gifts at the baby shower?
That's fine. Like boring. I'm talking about like for a birthday party. Like that's customary in the thing. Like a birthday party, it can kind of go either way. Like I feel like for the most part, don't bother me with that shit. Go open them at home. Except if I know for sure I bought the best gift there, and then I'm like, we should do this in front of everybody so they could see how great I am.
That's true. That's a good point.
Your wife got you prescription sunglasses?
She got me prescription sunglasses. That's right. I can't.
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
They're fantastic.
When you're like, here you go, you can see. I mean,
she gave me the gift of sight.
There's no better caring than that, right there.
Yes, I love those. They're great sunglasses. I want those to be my regular glasses too.
My wife just got her prescription redone. Like she hadn't gone in 11 years. She's like, I got to get my glasses fixed because I can't really see. I go, no, you don't. You don't need that. It's not what
you don't need to see.
Yeah, and then she wore her glasses and she's like, what do you think? Yeah, and she's like, what do you think? I'm like, I think they look good. And then she put them on, and then I noticed that she was looking at me like.
She kind of went, oh shit. That sucks.
Yeah. I go, you know what? I don't like them. You should go back to your old glasses.
Just let me see those for a second. And you just smudge them up with your fingers. Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
All right, Frank, that's enough. I've had enough.
Is that enough?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, do you want to say anything else about how great the party was?
I'm just going to say one more time. Party was great. Wish all our fans could have been there, our viewers.
By the way, not one of your neighbors came up to me and said something nice. Not one. I
told them to avoid you.
One of them. Is that true? Did you really?
I said, see that guy? That fucking guy right there?
Stop it. If they're such big fans, you think they'd want to be like, hey, you know?
They got intimidated by your stature.
It's cool. You and Janine look like you're all here. That's amazing.
Yeah, no, they were like too intimidated. They were like, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of the big celebrity.
Denise Mugrabi says, I love how Italians write down what people give them for gifts. Did you hear my wife? Sebastian Maniscalco does a funny shtick on that topic on wedding gifts. You should watch it. Yeah, we don't have to watch it, Denise. We fucking live that
we
shit.
Live it every day. He's just saying what we're doing.
Yeah, that's comedy for everybody else. For us, it's fucking just regurgitating.
It's a biography.
You wrote it all down though, didn't you? You piece of shit.
Yeah, just so you say thank you, so you can be specific for thank you.
Are you gonna send a thank you card? Can I help you pick out a thank you card?
You want to pick a thank you?
Do me a favor. You let your wife plan the party. Let me do the thank you card, because everybody, if you go the way your wife wants to go, which is like polite and nice, everybody's gonna read it and go, and just throw it right in the trash. They're not gonna keep it. I guarantee you, if you let me handle the thank you card situation, everybody's going to be calling you going, this is a fucking amazing thank you card. I'm going to put this thank you card up on my mantle. and leave it there for at least 2 to 3 weeks. That's how good it is.
You're gonna have to give me an example.
What are you saying? I gotta wait a second. Hold on. Let me see if I have this right. I have to
Someone keeps up to 2 to 3 weeks.
I have to audition to do your thank you card. I have to fucking try out.
Yes.
That's
I don't know. I need some references. I don't know your thank you card experience.
Yeah, but I could write. I mean, I think I could fucking put something together. That would be amazing.
You could also be a dick. So I got to make sure who I'm dealing with here, the good writer or the dick.
No, I'm not trying out. Either you trust me to do it or we're not friends for fucking 35 years.
In that case, no.
All right, I'm gonna try and see if your wife will let me do it behind your back.
Here's a question: if you just did it on your own,
that's
how would
fucking
people
funny.
know?
That's the funniest thing you've ever seen.
You just send. We got to do that. Whenever one of our friends has a party, we got to send the thank you notes right away.
Hijack the thank you card.
How are they gonna know? They wouldn't even know.
That's fucking hysterical.
Nobody would know.
That is so fucking funny.
You just put the return address as their address. They would think it came from them.
Oh my God, could you imagine? They come up to you like, oh, that was a lovely thank you card. You're like, what? I didn't send those out yet. What are you talking about?
What the? Yeah, it's got a picture of the is that a butthole? What is this?
Yeah, because
it could be anything.
Think about that though. I mean, you'd have to really you could do some really funny mischievous. Now, this wasn't what I was thinking of for you, but going off of that idea, you can do some really funny shit. Like write a girl's number on the back in the corner. See if they see shit like that.
Anything, Yeah, it could everyone could be a personal joke for that thing. Yeah,
I'd put a blood stain on one. I'd put a shit stain on another one. I'd put a semen stain on yet another one.
Well, presumably all fake stains.
Well, we'll see. I bet you see with a semen stain, you get a little brown coloring in there. You know what I'm saying? And then you put a little drop of bleach on it. So they go, oh my God. That's fucking funny. That's comedy.
That's fucked up. Well, Denise, thank you for the happy birthday wish. And everybody in the chat who said happy birthday. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. And wish we could have a big birthday party with everybody there. That would have been great.
I got really mad at our friends that were wishing you a happy birthday on Saturday.
Why is that?
That's total bullshit. Because, and I even said it, there was a couple of
I didn't get a happy birthday from you.
No, these are the Pennsylvania people that are like, oh, happy birthday, Frank. I go, you didn't tell him last night when you saw him? And they go, yeah, but today's his actual birthday. So what? You're within a 12-hour window of the birthday. No. You are fine. One birthday.
On the day.
One happy birthday is all you need.
That's the one that counts is on the day.
Don't lie to me now. You sat there fucking 4 times. You had to say thanks for the happy birthday on your birthday. You're doing work now on your birthday.
I'm fine with that.
Because all these pieces of shit at different times got to go, oh, happy birthday. All these people that you saw, by the way, just 18 hours prior.
All I know is the day of my birthday, I didn't get a happy birthday from one of my oldest friends.
I refused.
Yeah, see?
Not a sheep here. No sheep.
I did get a go fuck yourself thing on a wine.
That came with love.
Thing. Yeah, it's nice.
I refuse to be a sheep and just follow all the. And then they all go, a happy birthday. I go, you all have just fucking seen the guy. You hugged him. You gave him a gift in person. Why are we pretending like we're all on social media? Like we gotta fucking say the happy birthday. If I find out one of them wrote on your Facebook wall, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
Oh, I got a lot of Facebook wall people.
From people that were at the party?
Yeah.
Holy shit. We just don't know how to act anymore. We don't know how to be people.
At least I didn't do the J-Sabs, and next weekend there's another party. That's it. One day.
That's true. I do appreciate you for one party. That was nice.
That's it. Birthday party's done.
If you were Janine, we'd be at another one of your birthday parties right now at this very moment.
Yeah, of course we would.
I know it sounds like I'm the prick here, but I am not. I'm the human being. I gave you a hug gave you a gift. I attended your party. I graced you with my presence for an extended period of time. It
See,
was
that's
very
where you
nice.
become a dick. When you say I graced you with my presence, that's
Well,
the dick talking.
We were together. Then all these people acting like I need to text this person who I was just with at their birthday party.
I got to be honest. If you didn't bring it up just now, I wouldn't have even, you know. But now that you brought it up,
It's crazy. If you
didn't.
But if you miss the person,
Fucked up.
or I'm sorry, I couldn't make it, you write them a little note, or hey, I'm not close enough in your circle of life to be invited to your party, but I do know you. Happy birthday on a text message, my friend. There you go. Fine. Wait, not to the person that you just saw. That's like a step back.
What does it take? It takes you 2 seconds.
That's not the point. The point
That's the
is, like, if we have an acquaintance and I know they had a birthday party because I see like, oh, here they are, their birthday party that I wasn't invited to, I'd be like, okay, and here's the steps. If you're a close acquaintance, you get a text message. If not, you're right on the Facebook wall. Or maybe it's an email. I'd say that's the third ring of Saturn. And then after that, you just don't fucking say anything. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I've ever gotten an email happy birthday from anybody.
Oh, I have. You're not signed up for Best Buy's emails?
Oh, from companies? Yeah, I get
They
those.
never miss a birthday.
But like from people don't write me email. It's either a text or a Facebook thing.
I love this.
Call.
You get that one from like 1-800-Flowers where it's like, hey, remember when you forgot your mom's birthday 13 years ago and you ordered
You
flowers
piece of
from us
shit.
frantically? Well, happy birthday. We remember.
Yeah. Remember when you were a piece of shit? Yeah, we got you covered. Don't be a piece of shit this year.
Yeah.
Order some flowers.
You're a piece of shit. We
enough.
still remember your birthday 14 years later. Like, thanks a lot.
Fucker.
Piece of shit. All right, that's it. Overall, I'm going to give your party a C-. Okay? And that's
Hey, we
pretty
passed.
good. I gave your
good
brother's
for your scale.
I gave your brother's party an F-. So as far as your lineage goes, you guys are coming up.
We're ahead of the game.
Yeah.
When's your party?
Not happening, my friend.
You're not having a party.
Not
Sad.
happening. Not
Sad.
even
We should do something.
acknowledging that day.
We should just hang out at least. Something.
No.
All
If you
right.
want to give me a gift, just leave me the fuck alone.
It's nice.
That's the nicest thing you could do for me. Don't fucking text me. I'm not answering texts. I'm not answering emails, Facebook,
Nothing.
none of that
Just
shit.
ignore it like it's another day.
Pretend like it's not there.
It's fucked
I
up.
want my birthday to be treated how I was treated by my family for the first 35 years of my life. Let's just pretend like this isn't happening and move on. That's where I want to be at. That's the
messed up,
comfort.
man. It's a milestone.
Eh,
It's messed up.
what are you gonna do?
Fine, Jumpstart.
All right, everybody. Jumpstart memberships, all link in the description. Have a great one. Thanks for joining
Show
us.
me potato salad.
Maybe we should go.